Well, folks, when I look at images of Jarrell Big Baby Miller, I mean, one would think, hey, dominant champion. No, because he's not a champion. I don't think a dominant champion. I don't think about beautiful jab. I don't think about awesome footwork. I don't think, hell, awesome cardio. That's a hell no. But I do think about pork chops. I also think about chili cheese fries. I also think about, hell, a big ass hamburger, cheeseburger with every topping and fixing that he can want. Okay? I think about also, let me see what else. A big old slice of greasy pizza. Okay? And all of these items can be found on the buffets that this man lives in. Guess what? One ether coming up.
So mean, I make medicine sick.
Come on! Root to the fruit, more bass than Bootsy Collins. You versus me, that's like Ali versus Foreman. God's act, stand back and watch. Devil's timeout, can't be time with no swatch. Watch who I am, the black Abraham. Zungo, zungo, van, yellow man, Vietnam. Adding extra bars, I spar with little tour, taking kingdoms from czars, winning more wars than the more.
Now what's the deal, star? I seen the devil spar with the law. Mathematics was the key to set my whole race free. You might debate we, a refugee, no harm hurt me. Dying thirsty from the struggle to my own hustle bubble on the low. Woe is me to show the free bar right. The righteous Asiatic think while shapes on rough light. Civilized like the Molly Burgundy. Wally rockin', seen the fifth when Ali clocked and John Porte.
All right. LDBC. It is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, now, this big idiot, this big behemoth of an idiot that you see at the top of the screen, his name is Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Now, guys, when we talk about Jarrell Big Baby Miller, okay, yeah, I do think of pork chops and tender pork loins and, greasy hamburgers and greasy pizza. I think about buffet lines. I think about all that stuff. But, Jarrell Big Baby Miller came out and basically called Deontay Wilder and Uncle Tom, and actually he low-key called him a coon. Now, let's go ahead and I guess we kind of need to talk about Mr. Big Baby Miller. We all know that this guy is a big fat hater, okay? We know that this is what he is, okay? He gave a pretty, to me, his breakdown of the fight was pretty fair, I thought he gave a pretty good breakdown of the fight. He kept inserting himself, into, like, possible matchups, which, let's just be honest, man. Who is Jarrell Big Baby Miller? Dude, what the hell have you done, okay? What have you done? This the same Jarrell Big Baby Miller, right, that don't want to fight Luis Ortiz. Same one. Okay, same person that don't want to fight Ortiz, okay? But now you talking about, hey, man, I want to face Joshua. So now I guess he's going to face Joshua without going through Ortiz. And then he was talking about how, he could be the guy, man, that could take out Joshua and take out Wilder, take Fury out. He got all these big dreams and plans, but, he don't even want to fight Luis Ortiz. So, go figure that. But I want to talk about this whole thing because he was talking about, well, Deontay Wilder, he didn't talk to Trump about some of the issues going on in the black community. Why he didn't do that? And, here go the thing, man. You don't know what they talked about behind the scenes. See, Big Baby Miller is a fat hater, and also he's a buck dancer, okay? You don't know what went on behind the scenes. And see, I don't understand what it is, man. See, Wilder, he's damned if you do, he damned if you don't. Because now, had Deontay Wilder just opted not to go, then people would have been saying, see, what kind of American patriot is Wilder? He wouldn't even go and support the pardon of Jack Johnson. He wouldn't even do that. Now he shows up, oh, well, Deontay Wilder, he's a buck dancer, he's an Uncle Tom for going to the White House. I don't understand what the problem was, okay? Me personally, no. The idea of him going with Trump, nah, not really, but I understand why he had to go. It was for the pardon of Jack Johnson, okay? I mean, that's a big deal in boxing. And he also went for Jack Johnson family who was there, and I'm sure that they would have been heavily offended if Deontay Wilder hadn't have went to the White House. See, I don't understand. See, Big Baby is coming out with a whole lot of stuff, man. And just the same guy who Deontay Wilder sparked out in a sparring session. Deontay Wilder gave your fat ass a concussion, and you coming on here, you called the man an Uncle Tom, then you said you banged this girl. I mean, but Big Baby he was like, I got to do what I got to do to get these guys in the ring. And they talk a lot of noise about Joshua. But guys, listen. Can y'all see this big sloppy ass tub of mess beating Wilder, Joshua Fury? No, man. Nobody's talking about you. Dude, get in there and fight Luis Ortiz. How about that? You get in there and you fight Luis Ortiz. Now we can talk. Oh, that's right, but you won't beat Luis Ortiz. That's why. Let's see. Man, who did you beat? You took what? Johan Duapas? I mean, you took him the distance? That's somebody Deontay Wilder knocked out, isn't it? You fought Jarrell Washington. Wow. You fought Mr. Washington. I mean, damn, Deontay Wilder murdered that dude, man. Murdered that dude. Murdered him. Dang it. Wow, man. Don't look so good. You got a lot of bums on your resume there. And then, what? You fighting guys with a lot of losses on their resume? I don't understand. So you don't want to deal, okay? You don't want to deal with Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz said, hell, he would be glad to take you and knock you out. Luis Ortiz said it to you. Well, he said it, period. He was willing to cancel his position on the card on the Deontay Wilder Fury fight to get in there and fight you. Oh, but you didn't want that action. As far as Uncle Tom, I mean, bruh, you've been doing so much Uncle Tom stuff. It's almost like it's laughable. That's like the pot calling the kettle black. That's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, what these people think Wilder's stupid, man. I mean, do you understand if Deontay Wilder would have caught an attitude in the White House, his ass could have been arrested. They could have put a bullet in him. You don't go to the White House and start acting sporadic. You don't start doing dumb stuff in the White House. It's common sense, man. It's common sense. No self-respecting brother is going to go into the White House. The place is swarming with Secret Servicemen ready to blow your damn head off. And go in there and act a damn fool. What you gonna do about black on black? And furthermore, Big Baby, when he was there, okay, in the presence of the whole, it wasn't the time. It was about Jack Johnson, you fat bastard. It was about Jack Johnson. It was about him being pardoned. It wasn't about the social issues that's going on in the black community, okay? It wasn't about police brutality, fat boy. Fat boy, assume the position in the heavyweight position. You're at the bottom of the division, fat boy. Okay? I'm just saying, that wasn't the time or place. And you don't know what Wilder talked to this dude behind the scenes when everything and the processions, all that stuff was over. You don't know. So you just assume he was in there smiling. I mean, heck, man. I'm not sure Wilder was comfortable being there. I'm not sure he was comfortable shaking the president's hand. I'm not sure. But he did it for Jack Johnson. Oh, it's a publicity stunt, right, fat boy? Fat boy! Fat boy Miller Fat boy, assume the position. Assume the position, fat boy. That's what you do, Jarrell Miller. You are a nobody in the heavyweight division, and I want you to know this. You're a nobody. You're a nobody. And heck, let's talk about you. No disrespect to the girl that he mentors, or the sick kid. Hey, Jarrell, how about this? Since you want to talk about the black community so much, there are no sick black kids. How about that? No sick black kids that you can mentor? As well as the person you're mentoring? Nah, of course not. Of course not, right? Because you want everybody to think you're a fair dude. That's what you want. On top of the girl that you mentor that's sick, there are any more black kids that's sick that you could, possibly get your hands on and try to, motivate them and encourage them. See, a lot can be said about you, fat boy. This is the new fat boy. A lot can be said about you. But you keep on. You keep on eating your chili cheese fries and your hamburgers and your greasy pizza. Because I tell you something right now. You look at the screen, Big Baby Miller. You look at this screen. You look at this screen, Big Baby Miller. Because this is your life. This is your life. You got a life full of pork chops, greasy pizza, hamburgers, and chili cheese fries, you fat bat. This is your life. You're not a real champion. You don't even have the cardio, bro, to deal with one of those top heavyweights. And that, my friends, and that's just the way that is. I'm done.